Well, what's going on, everybody? Today we're gonna attempt a speedrun in Illuvium, catching as many Illuvials as possible in a stage 3 run. It's gonna be super interesting how much we can capture in the lowest amount of time. So we wanna be out as fast as possible with the most Illuvials in our deck. So our deck so far, we have a Riptorus in there now, we got a Flare, we got 2 Grokkos and a Doka. And I think with this deck we cannot lose, and we also got some low cost units to like really find the sweet spot, how much we're gonna deploy on the field. We have our 2 capture augments, this one -20 enter cost, and Illuvial's escape is lowered, and here more capture power, and also the Illuvial's chance of escape is lowered. This is really important. Also make sure you pick up your shards. I also crafted a tier 5 stage 1 fire sword, so we can get a magma berserker on our ranger. That's gonna be pretty cool. And we also got a stage 4 physical armor now, because I figured there's a lot of physical damage in the enemy team, and we'll see how good it is. Let's jump in and let's see how we go. And by the way, if you're wondering what stage 1, 2, 3 runs and everything, so basically in the beta right now you got a limited amount of money, because when the game comes out you can do as many stage 3 runs as you want, but in the beta right now you can only do 1 stage 3 run. It kinda, we go, there's our first Illuvial. It's kind of like you have a limited amount of money, which will be true for most people. And if you have a limited amount of fuel, then what you want to do is, well, it depends. If you have a limited amount of fuel, but unlimited time, like you're gonna just grind 10 hours a day, then you might want to do just tier 1 runs. It's just a bigger sample size than 1 stage 3 run, and you put it all. We gotta do the speedrun. I can't talk too much. So spamming tier 1 runs is more efficient than using all your 5,000 fuel on just 1 stage 3, 1 stage 2, 1 stage 1 run. But if you have more than this 5,000, if you have a lot of money and not so much time, you might just want to spam stage 3 runs. Alrighty, let's keep this quick. Equip our best stuff, put our Doka in, put you over here. We still have some energy left, so we're just gonna put another tank in there. 120 energy versus those guys should be easy. We might want to focus on the links, but we're already committed to this side. Oh, Doka turned outside. Doka is down. Flare needs to do a nice spin. Also, the second links didn't die. So this was a huge plunder. 120 energy was a bit too much to leave. And yeah, we should have invested more. That will really set us down in our attempt to catch the most Illuvials, but it's fine. At least it still went fast, and now we're off to a fresh start. We just forget what just happened. Doka shouldn't have, like, we kind of blocked the area for Doka, so he was running around and facing the links. And actually we just should have positioned against the links, because that's the main damage. And we positioned versus the Vermilia, and Vermilia is pretty tanky because she's wind, air, so she can dodge a lot of attacks, which makes her super tanky. Things not going perfect so far. Well, at least then we got stuff to improve for next time. So yeah, Vermilia is known to be quite tanky for her 40 cost mastery points, so would have been way better to position versus the links. And yeah, happens. Sometimes you have more of this sandstorm and sometimes there's less. I still need to figure out if it maybe is connected with the stages, because yesterday I did a stage 1 run and there was no sandstorm at all. It was really relaxing. Alright, over there's one. Let's get the one on top first. And then we're gonna jump down once we made sure there's nothing left on top. Gotta take care to not jump right into it and scare it off. Gotta keep some distance to it. Gotcha. Holy, missed it. Alrighty, yeah, you want to have enough energy in the air. I keep saying it, but it's super important. When you zoom in the air, you want to have enough energy, because it drains a lot of energy. It's slowing down time. Alrighty, let's catch us some Illuvials for real this time. Oh, there's only three Vermilions. They're mocking me. They're mocking me for dying to their brother or to their sister last time. Right, we're still gonna put those two guys in. And yes, 92 should be enough. See if we can win this. Looking good. Looking pretty solid. Nice. Catch us some Vermilios. I already got a Vermilio. That's how the stage 2 is now called. So we need 6 more to get a Vermilier, the stage 3. Which I would really like. Let's throw some tier 2 shards. Still greedy, but less greedy than last time. Basically, this is a tier 2 shard, but a tier 3 Illuvial, so we have less chances of succeeding. But we got 2 more tries, and on the last try we can take a tier 3 shard. Looks good, looks good. Nice. Solid capture. Let's go. No time to waste. Try another tier 2 shard. See how it goes. Yeah, they're renamed. Like this guy's... Oh, the small one, let's try a tier 3 shard for the last one. The small one is now called Vermilia. The stage 2 is now called Vermilio. And the stage 3 is still Vermilier, I think. Still a bit confusing, I must say, but most of those Illuvials say all the stages have pretty similar names, which, like, Lura, Lulura, Malura. But it's alright. Like, it's still distinguishable from each other. Like, for example, Fury has I like that name decision. Fury, Furiox, Scoriox. Like, there's a big difference between all of them, but still, they feel very connected to each other. So... let's see, where's the rest of those Illuvials at? Doesn't look like there's another one on top. You can see pretty far up here. There's one. Let's mark that. We're drifting. We're falling. What happened? Alright, let's just go for it. Over there is another one. If you want to find out how to do this crazy jumping, which covers so much distance, you gotta check out my ultimate guide for Illuvium Overworld. It's close. We ran out of energy. That was what I said. What I meant. Be sure to have enough energy when you zoom in there. Yeah, the ultimate overworld guide. I'm sure I'm gonna do a new ultimate guide soon because the meta is updating. I'm learning new stuff. And yeah, it's not... after a week, it's not ultimate anymore because everybody's finding out so much stuff about the game that it's constantly changing, which is really nice, I think. The community has been so active in the Discord. Everybody's vibing, everybody is in there playing together, sharing stuff they found out. Alright, we're on 120 again. I think if we focus those Lynxes first, it could work. I really want to see if Flare succeeds, like if Flare is able to hold them off long enough. First Lynx is dead. Lura is dead. Flare did a good job tanking, like he costs 45 mastery points. So 10 less than Exalted Grocko, but I think he almost tanked more than a Grocko. Alrighty, I also want to get a Ripe Lance, so we need 6 more Riptors to have a Ripe Lance. And we also only need 3 more Luras to have a low Lura, so we're the closest to the stage 3. But I feel like Ripe Lance right here would be somebody I would have in my deck, so I want to focus on this guy. Use a tier 2 shard. Should be good enough. Yeah, about the stages, yesterday I did a stage 3 run and it was not good. I was just unlucky. Like, all the shard deposits had no shards in them, all the Illuvial encounters I had nothing above tier 3. And I feel like when you do a stage 3 encounter, you might have the chance of something huge. Like, there is a big chance for something crazy to happen. But there's also quite a big chance for nothing. Like, it's basically a bit of gambling, right? One stage 3 run. You could have the craziest run ever, or you could be a bit unlucky and have not such a good run. Instead, when you do 15 or 12 tier 1 runs, the luck will not make such a big difference anymore because it's a rather big sample size. So it's not so much a coin flip if you're gonna hit all those resources and stuff like this. So yeah. Like, oh. Try that again with a tier 3 shard. Come on, buddy. Get in here. Become a Malura. Become something bigger than you are. So yeah, to put it together in one sentence, if you have unlimited time, spam as many tier 1s and tier 2s, stage 1 and stage 2 runs as possible. If you don't have unlimited time and you just want to roll the dice, go for a stage 3 run. And once the game is out, the more money you have, the higher stage runs you can do, right? If you want to do 5 runs a day and you have money for 5 stage 3 runs, you should do that, obviously. You're gonna get the most stuff. But if you want to spend, I don't know, 20 bucks a day, you might ending up with doing multiple smaller runs just to have a better sample size. And yeah, it makes sense, right? If you invest all these times in stage 1 runs, you should get a bit more reward than another guy who spends the same fuel on one stage 3 run. Like, you kind of leverage your time that you're willing to spend in the game. Nice! We actually caught a Lynx with a tier 1 shard, with having 1 stability left. That was pretty cool. Besides getting beat in the first Illuvial encounter, we're doing pretty great. We have a lot of Illuvials caught already. You can always check it here. We already got 5. And we're only down 1,500 energy. So we got 7 encounters left. There's 1. We got enough energy to slow down time for a long time.
Got it.
Really take your time, charge that weapon and jump in. Right away.
Let's get started.
Sweet.
Back to nothing.
What we got? It's nice. If you don't scan before, it's a bit of a surprise. Oh, wow. No way. I haven't seen an Alfie yet. That's cool. Get him. Alrighty, same drill. Fire sword, I like it a lot. Physical armor. Get the Doka in. Get the flare in. 120 points. Should be fine. They're pretty squishy. We're gonna wreck this Alfie right away. Gonna have no chance of survival. And Doka is gonna tank the Kuka. There is gonna tank the others, and I hope our ranger will stay safe. We put a bit more on the field just to be sure. We could try to put the Rocco in instead and see how much better he really tanks compared to the flare. And it seems so squeezy. I think we could have done it either way, and I really don't think Rocco is better than the flare. We're gonna keep trying this.
You're too much.
And it feels way different to Arena. Like, it's not the same. I didn't play Arena much since Overworld came out, but I heard also that's tier 5 Alfie. That's so cool. I think we're gonna play greedy and not use our best shard. Kinda wanna save this if we find like a stage 2 tier 5 Illuvial. Or like something insane like a Ramfire. I wanna have this shard ready. I love it. The animation's done so... Wow. Alright. Try one more time. Come on, Alfie. Don't be a shrimp. The animations are done so well. Alrighty, first stage done. Looking good. Yes! Woo! Stoked. Welcome to the team, Alfie. Little pistol shrimp. Nice. Alright, we got one more try. What are we gonna catch? Probably a Riptor. Probably a Riptor. Really want to succeed. Gonna use the tier 3 shard for the tier 3 Illuvial. And with a bit of luck, we should have him. I'm stoked. We have a tier 5 Illuvial. That's a good, really good start to this speedrun. We could do it way faster. I'm talking too much, but I'm still trying to do it as fast as possible without stressing too much about it. And I think I'm gonna try to do this again tomorrow if we have some shards left. If not, we have to do maybe a day of just mining runs just to stack up on some shards. Alrighty, where have we been? Check up over there. I like to just put a marker to orientate myself quickly. See another Illuvial on top there. Up here. Some energy back. Again. That was close. You really want to have enough energy left to zoom in there.
Here we go.
Here we go, Miss Arlen. By the way, you're not gonna play Arlen in once the game comes out, so that's kind of a special treat for the beta players. Arlen is gonna be like a high-ranking NPC in the world, I believe. It's gonna be Captain Arlen, and you have to report to her or whatever. I don't know. I don't think there's like quest interactions and stuff like this, what you usually used to from MMOs and stuff. This is more RPG, not so much MMO yet. It's not massive multiplayer online. It's kind of in between. But an MMO is planned in the very far future, and stuff like this gets me excited for the future. So now we're a bit low, and that's why we also brought like smaller units just to save some of that energy and tune it down a little bit. We're also gonna sell the armor. That and 88 is alright. It's alright. Over here, kill the lynx first, and then the dash should go onto our Grocco. Pretty easy. Like, if you have a good team setup, you can easily go above 100 points. You just can't make any mistakes. If you go down to 80 or 60 or something, it's basically free. So we got a tier 4 dash right here. Really want to capture this guy. Let's just use the tier 4 shard. We have a lot of them. Credit where credit is due. Whatever. And then we're gonna try to get the Atlas. I still want to use an Axodon, so we gotta catch 9 Atlases. And they're pretty common. Shouldn't be too hard. Got him. Nice. We're having a lot of luck, I would say, catching those Illuvials. Most of them first try. And then the Atlas, he is tier 1. So we'll throw one of those tier 1 shards on him. Once again, it's a bit confusing with stage and tier. Even the people who live basically in Illuvium always mix it up. But stages go from 0 to 3, and tiers go from 0 to 5. And tier means the rarity in general, and stages mean kind of the evolution of the thing. So this is a stage 1, tier 1 Illuvial, and that's the stage 2. Tier 1, and that's the stage 3 of this tier 1, you know? That's the one we want. Axodon's such a good looking character. We got another try, and we're just gonna throw a tier 1 shard on this tier 2 lynx. And all those lynxes in combination with gems, like you have a rare earth gem combined with 3 lynxes, you can then form a terra lynx, for example. Or with a water gem, you can then fuse into the water lynx. Really lucky today. Did catch another upward battle. That's good. I really like those caves. Kind of looks like, how's it called? Grand Canyon or something? 72 Hours, that movie. Reminds me of that. Really good movie. Hard to watch though. Alrighty, I think that's it with Illuvial encounters in here. I think Garden is a bit better for... What's that? New mountains, new feature. Garden is a bit better for just mining, I feel like. But it always has a few Illuvial encounters. Let's move over here. We do a grand tour today. Usually I would walk... Go in there. With a graphic bug. It's a bit scary. Let's dive right in. Yo! It's trippy. Alright, let's get out of it again. It was a bad idea. Whew. Yeah, that's actually the first graphic bug I encounter. Looks like there's solar panels. Alrighty. Just for the sake of the video, we're gonna go the other way. And gonna go down our usual path down here. I like this. No, like sometimes it seems too perfect. Illuvium. There should be more bugs. I want to see crazy stuff, like ridiculous stuff happening. Maybe I need to buy a Mac for that to happen. Wow, look at the minimap on the bottom left. I think we might have found Incognito. Remember Incognito from the Pokemon games? The glitch in the game, the glitch Pokemon, the virus, whatever it is. You're not supposed to catch it, only use it like for cheats, but I always catched it and then my game broke and I tried to fight with it and train it. Alright, I'm jumping in circles here. What am I doing, man? Let's get all the way up to the top. And from there we can do a nice crucial jump. The more downward movement you have, the more... Ah, there we go. Found an Illuvial. So we have 4 more encounters to go. Conveniently, it costs 500 to do one and you have 5000 energy, so you have energy for 10 encounters if you don't scan. Oh yeah, what we got? I'm zoomed out so much because I have maximum field of view activated. Nice, there's a Fury. It's pretty sick. I saw it once and wasn't able to capture it because I didn't pick up my shards. I think it was also live in Discord. It was a sad moment, really sad. Like that, 127. We definitely gonna bring some more in, probably you, and that should be alright then. Good now. Focusing the Fury first, and then the 2 Lynxes and the Lura won't do much trouble to us. Like, that's the funny thing, that's why I went for the physical armor. Most spells are not even getting used in those fights.
You're too much of a waste for space.
Like, a lot of Illuvials still do magical damage with the auto hits, but I feel like it is way more... Which tier are you? Tier 4. Alrighty, tier 4 shard it is. Yeah, I feel like there's way more physical damage in those capture fights. Way more auto hits, way less spells, very short fights. Everything dies in like 4 auto hits. Got him! Nice, we got a Dash, a Fury, and what was the other one? Alfie. Really nice. Oriox is probably one of the best carries in the game, so you attach that raw power to him. Next one is up Lura, which three of those will be fused into a Lolura, and then gonna fuse a Malura. But did we catch one already? I only need 3 of them. Use them all together. We can have a look at that. Do it together after the run if I catch one more. Let's go. Yesterday I didn't catch shit. Way better now. Alrighty, let's try the links with the tier 1 shard. Almost feel bad if this one works out too. There we go. Keeping it balance. Curious how many Illuvials we'll be able to catch in total. How many do we got already? 12 already. 2 Ripta, 2. We need one more Lura. One more Ripta could be nice. And of course, a Ramphi. That's my usual route down here. We go first to Sokka's garden, and we go down to Boneyard, then we go in here, check a little bit. We can go in here, do the whole thing, walk out here again. From here we can walk over here and back in here, and then you basically covered everything. There's a few more places you can go, but they don't really spawn anything. I think this is the most effective route you can take. But I'm switched up my marker. My orientation is not the best right now. Usually it feels like a second home already. This world that they call Crimson Waste. Mark it down. Putting this down doesn't cost anything. And also teleporting doesn't cost anything, but sometimes you can't do it anyway. Like, I haven't figured it out. Where the Illuvials at? Boneyard is either hit or miss. Sometimes there's really nice loot here, and sometimes it's just empty. I think there was one back here. There's one. Go on top, have a little look. Stage 3 boots are so nice. Gotta buff the sandstorm, is that a thing? I can only see this one, which means there's a lot more in the other spot that we're gonna go to. Because they gotta hide somewhere. If they're not here, they're gonna be somewhere else. If you know the few hotspots where everything could be, you go to them all, you're gonna find it.
Let's get started.
At one point, the Illuvials are supposed to just run around in the overworld. But it's really hard to make this mechanic really, really good. Like, AAA experience. So they opt in for those anomalies that are flying around, which I think is really good as well. I don't even mind that. Doesn't need to be another Pokemon Arceus. But I'm sure Illuvium would do a better job than Pokemon. Which is not hard. I mean, they got their IP, and the last game was kind of good. Was really nice, but like, could have done it so much better. We just say it's so nice because all the other games lately were dog shit. So, yeah, we didn't expect much from the new Pokemon game, and it was alright. It was not bad. And here's a lot on the board. There's a lot of fighters in the enemy team, so instead of bringing a lot of tanks, we're gonna just also bring fighters. Just overpower them that way. I really don't want to spend too much. And 127 left is kind of greedy, but we'll see. See, we're gonna try it out. I think our fighters can win. Good so far. Doka is still full life. Perfect. Actually, easy win. Didn't expect that it would be that easy.
Back to nothing.
And there's our Riptors. And our Lura. So this Lura will be the 9th one, basically. Will be the last piece that we need to get a Malura. Stoked about that. Spend a tier 3 shard. And then the rest of the capturing attempts, we will try to capture some more Rifters. Nice! Got him. Such a cutie. One of my favorite lines for sure. It's gonna be my first stage 3 outside the tier 0s. So stoked for that. We keep investing. We really want to catch a lot in this run. I don't think it's gonna be the speediest run, but we're gonna catch a lot of Illuvials. So the speed run is just more a gimmick to have like not a 2-hour video and try to keep it short. It's more about catching the most possible Illuvials in a stage 3 run. That's the main objective, I feel like. Sweet, let's get another one. Let's actually use short dailies. Okay. We have one more try after this, because the Ripta costs 40 to deploy. We're gonna lose 40 stability. Oh wow, that was fast. Alrighty, get the tier 3 shard. Sorry, buddy. So for example, if you're facing a Ramfire, which costs 100 mastery points to deploy, you're gonna need over 100 stability left to try at least to capture it 2 times. Because if you face a Ramfire, you want to make sure you got at least 2 tries to capture it, especially once the game's released. So now we're gonna walk over to this little one. I really like it. This is a really nice little cavern there. There's usually a lot of mines and Illuvials. Especially if the first 2 spots didn't have too many. They're usually hiding in there. Here's one. Bit agitated. Plays around super fast. Really glad we can spam it, that it doesn't disappear on the first shot miss right away. Alrighty, after this we got 2 more encounters. Energy for 2 left. And I'm already super happy with this run. It started really bad by losing the fight. But there wasn't... Stage 2 Lynx. Gotta capture him. So nice as well. I really like the double different colored eyes. But even if we were not We're not really looking for links, but since this is stage 2, basically means we're catching 3 Illuvials at the same time. So we're gonna try to capture him. 80 left, so let's sell the armor, get over 90. And yeah, good. Joker can tank this one. There can tank the rest. Let's go. Look how fast they die. Like nobody's casting abilities. Crazy. That's why fighter is so good. It's all about auto hits. Just raw power. Alright, what are you? Stage 2? Go. Wonder which links I will get next. We only got a Bulwark Terror links at the moment. So Bulwark Earth, stage 3 links. And he was kind of underwhelming because he cost 65 and he wasn't much tankier, or not at all tankier than a Grocco. This guy looks super. I think links, like just artistically and just optics, I think links is my favorite. I don't play them a lot in arena, I don't know, but I think they're the coolest. Riptor, let's just try to play greedy. Use a tier 1 shard. I hope this gets changed though, because we have so many different meanings to tiers and stages and energy. So I think the terminology has to be reworked a little bit more. Just so we're always clear what we're talking about. Since we got 2 more encounters, I'm still gonna play it a bit greedy right now with the shards. And then once we are like in the last encounter or in the second last, we can use those epic shards. Just to maximize the Illuvials that we are able to catch. Sweet. Let's go into the cavern. See what it holds for us. Where are we at? Here's the beginning of it. There's also a lot of nice wall paintings. Here's this little fox. It's not so little. And there's the sea forest wall painting, which is pretty nice as well. Like all 3 of them. Alrighty, they're not here, I guess. I usually don't go much further, like I don't go in there. Keep going on the surface. Spot right here. Wanna hit that jump just before you hit the ground. We actually are landing on the ground, but don't lose your momentum. 2 more. Out, come out, wherever. Go. Oh, it feels so clean once you're out of the sandstorm. I'm glad it's not everywhere.
Got you.
Alright, second last. Give us something good. Want a Ramfy. A Ram fight. Imagine we see a Ram fire now, I would lose my shit. And this doesn't even mean much, it's just beta, right? I would still lose my shit. And once the game's out and you find like a super rare Illuvial, it's gonna be extremely exciting. I guess we're gonna go for the Lynx and the Vermilia and the Atlas. Don't need the Lure anymore. So. Yeah. Don't focus the Vermilia. Focus the Lynx. Definitely the most damage of most units. Like, it has huge auto hit damage. And Doka is gonna tank the Vermilia, Flare is gonna tank right side, and Ranger can actually tank the Lynx. Lynx should die in a second. It's good. Perfect. Atlas actually gonna be able to cast? Nope. Smashed.
Your download is complete.
So, who first? I think we're gonna go with the safe catch first. No! Oh, we had him. Oh, and he ran away too. That's a bummer. Alright, let's see it here. Catch the Lynx. Nice. Got him. It should show you like how many of them do you have already in your storage and stuff like that. Because otherwise you have to write it down to remember. I have a whole list of what Illuvials I still need to capture. And what I have. Nice. Mozart is doing an amazing job this run. Yeah, one more try. I don't really want to lure us, so he's only getting a tier 1 shard. You really want to come with us, since we captured all your friends? Get in there. But I would recommend you run away. Do it like Atlas. Nice. This animation looks so nice too, when the rift is collapsing. Basically all the animations are done so freaking well. By the way, if you have trouble with your heat of your computer, what I did, I bought, there's like these things. Oh, it's gonna be hard to explain, even though it should be super easy to explain. It's like a cooling pad, right? It's like a little metal pad where you put your laptop on, and there's some fans in there, and it helps with transporting the hot air away. And it's still getting hot after a lot of time, but it's like, it takes double as much time to get hot now, so it really helped. I can recommend that. Alrighty, should we go out again, or should we go from the side? Looking for our last Illuvial encounter. They're swirling around in a lot of places. Like, they can be anywhere. There's 2-3 regions where they don't really show up. Like, there is one tunnel where there's all like blue crystals and nothing ever spawns there, so it's such a nice place to go. Shame. This looks really nice as well too. We got electricity, crazy fungus.
Got it.
It's a really nice spot to have our last fight. Let's see what it is.
Let's get
Feels good.
started.
Down to 0 energy. Used it all up. And I made the mistake the other time, like today in the morning, that I went for a mining run with the Illuvial augments on my Mozart. This feels really bad. Like, you want to have the right augments for what you're about to do on there. Nice, another Fury. Let's go. Let's get this guy. Same drill. This Toka was probably the most important thing that I got. Tier 0 might be the best. Because they cost really little and have still as good as an impact as these tier 4 units. We don't need much more than Fury, so gonna play it on the safe side, going down to 100 energy. Position our damage dealers a bit away. Our tanks more in the front. They're gonna be attacked. And let's hit it. Beautiful. Quick look at the damage graph. Alrighty, let's get our second Fury of the day. And we only need one more to get a Furiox. And it's a tier 4, so we're gonna use a tier 4 shard. This is done so well. Like they said, they want to capture the feeling of the Pokeball, like rolling around. And this Mozart animation feels the same. You're like, there's so much good suspense while you capture it. Sweet, got him. Alright, we don't really need these guys anymore, so I think since we are low on shards, I just want to do it with the common shards. Like, we're not trying to do a new world record where we just go out and catch every Illuvial with a tier 5 shard just to have the record on most Illuvials caught. It's still a realistic run, like. We're catching stuff with tier 1 shards today. It's amazing, it feels really good to do that, because we got so much of them. Still got like 28, 19. Alrighty, Lura is the last one, then we port back and evolve our Malura. I'm really excited for that animation, it's gonna look super sick. There we go. Tier 3 Illuvial caught with a tier 1 shard. I think that's the first time this actually worked out. This was an amazing Illuvial run. Let's see how many we caught. Let's do a little screenshot. Look at that. All of that in one run, eh? Pretty sweet. Alright, back to the base. It's weird, sometimes when you die, you spawn back at the obelisk. Right? And sometimes you spawn back at the marker you placed. Maybe the one that's closer. Sweet! Nice! Stoked for Malura. I don't think we're gonna use it in the deck, because it's a rogue tank, so it kinda needs a long fight to really work and a specific setup, like defending other rogues and stuff like this. But I'm just a big fan. I wanna have it. Get our first Axon as well. Whoops. Little graphic bug there. Let's try to... We got so much, and here you can see you can choose. There's all the same links, like it comes all from the same base stage 1 links. But you can choose which one you want to evolve it into a fighter, bulwark, rogue, empath, and so on. And do another Riptorus. Do another Vermilio. Alright, it's gonna take a lot of time if we look at them all. But let's just do it. Really nice animations. Good looking fella. We got 2 Arcos already, so 3 more Archies for the last one. This is also gonna be our second TNT. So 3 more Tetapes for the last evolution. Hello there, Granny. I'm not gonna do the links yet. Riptorus. Verminio, not Vermilio, Verminio. I wish they would have kept the stage 1 to Vermi. Then you have a clear distinction between all 3 names. Vermi, Verminio, Vermilier. But it is what it is. Let's go. Let's get our Malura. This guy looks so sick already. I love the champs on the back. Oh. Let's just turn up the graphics for this one. Epic. Let's melt down the computer. But let's be fast about it. Sheesh. Hello there, buddy. Nice. Hell yeah, that was a good run. I'm glad you came to watch. I'm glad you're still here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I hope you have as much luck as I did today in capturing your Illuvials. I see you tomorrow. Peace out. Much love. Adios.